submitted for your approval, a roast of an unknown comedian. A roast that almost fell off the rails. I present to you now, the roast of PJ King.
Hey everybody, welcome to PJ's Roast. All right, yeah. PJ's barely here. Yeah, he's barely here. He just, you know what? He heard that he was going to be a weed dealer. And then his boss handed him a weed trimmer. I can't help it. I can't help it. You know, PJ, I'm sorry. You know, he's stuck in a basement. If he can only pay his rent. I'm not sure whose house he's staying at, but it's not mine. Thank goodness. Oh, you think we're all prepared? This is the most unprepared show we have yet to date. PJ was running around. People were dropping like flies. We were pretty sure I think everybody just left. Well, PJ, you've done a record-breaking time. Everybody just left. Congratulations. But we had a lot of people dropping out. They're scared to roast PJ because they think he has some kind of power. He doesn't have any power, guys. I'm sorry. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. I just don't know what day that is. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. But you know what? Instead of me just trying to roast off the fly, let's get somebody up here who can actually roast. And is he in here? I'm looking. Okay, where did Ben go?
He's still here. Oh, or did he bounce?
He left.
Oh my gosh, Ben left. There's no Beau Johnson. So up next, we're just going. See, PJ, you ran everybody off. Let's go up to our next roaster, Kevin Brady, everyone.
Woo! Number 3 is the charm for PJ. That's fantastic. You know, I think I can speak for all of us that I didn't bother writing down any. I had to write down all my jokes because they weren't worth remembering for you people. The best part is I'm actually going through my list, like not here, dropped. Okay, Aaron. There we go. Right up now, top of the list. You know, I'm pretty sure we all know that Aaron hosts this show called Bombing Run. You know, it's fitting because I consider Aaron the B-52 of comedy. Nobody knows when he's bombing until it's too late.
Oh,
yeah.
Although I will say I do think it's appropriate that your show is aircraft inspired because every time I watch it, I think Boeing. Puns. Speaking of Boeing, Beau Johnson is next on my list, but he's dead to me. So to hell with him. They weren't my best jokes anyway. So that actually brings up next on my list, Chris Wright. You know, Chris, I got to be honest with you. Chris is one of my favorite comedians. He's so deadpan with his one-liners. They're more like flatliners. And, you know, one of my favorite songs, you know, just a little bit about me. One of my favorite songs is from an Italian composer named Adriano Celentano, because all the lyrics are just English-sounding gibberish. That's probably why I like Chris Wright so much. And, you know, we know Chris is Scottish. The Scottish are actually known for being incredibly cheap. Now, I'm not going to say that Chris is cheap, but when he heard the phrase "a pound of flesh," he replied with, "Best I can do is 50p." Now, I actually got a few people back to back in here. I don't have to go digging. Yoshee, I love Yoshee as well. Most people don't know this, but Yoshee is incredibly generous. You know, just the other day, I got an email from him asking to help transfer a sum of 42 million USD for our Nigerian currencies friends. Just waiting for it to come back through. But, you know, if you weren't aware, you know, Yoshee is from Nigeria. He and my father actually have a lot in common. They're both immigrants, and they're both very disappointed that this is what I'm doing with my life. Although I will say, I do appreciate Yoshee being a part of the roast tonight because for those that don't know, Yoshee is Muslim and this is Ramadan. This would be the akin to, asking a Jew to work on Shabbat or asking PJ to go to AA. You don't do it. You don't do it. Let's see who's next. AJ never made it into the room. I had some good stuff for him. Actually, John Molehill. It took me a little while to figure out, kind of where to go with John. I'm not saying that John's dim-witted, but he is a drummer.
Oh,
It means you're dumb, John. Yeah, I will say though, being a drummer does require impeccable timing, a trait that clearly didn't translate to John's comedy. As a musician myself, I picture of his drum kit right here. I did have a picture of his drum kit right here until my computer broke down. So I'm gonna post that in the group chat later on because I ain't going fucking digging it for this hellhole of a show. PJ, you're not worth it. You're not worth it. John might be. PJ isn't. But John, I will say he must be a good guy. He's been married for 25 years. After talking to his wife, though, I can safely say no one is making a mountain out of that molehill. Hey-o! Jason, you're still here, right? Jason? Oh, there he is. He's on mute. He doesn't want to listen to me either.
Oh, I'm listening, baby. I'm here.
So, Jason has ADHD, and he's also an air traffic controller. It's a good thing air traffic controllers don't need to spend a lot of time paying attention to a lot of tiny details where one mistake is the difference between life and death. What I'm saying is that if you have to go to YYZ, maybe listen to Rush instead. YYZ is the airport code for Toronto International. Because Jason's from Canada. He's from Guelph, which that actually is the sound a dog makes when you yank its leash. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense with your last name. Honestly, I'm not even sure if Guelph is a real place. It sounds more like the audience is after your sets.
Oh.
He can't be worse than the next guy. All right, we got a few more coming up. Tanya, you're still here, right? Yeah. Hi, Tanya.
Yes.
Are you performing?
No.
You're not roasting?
No.
Oh, well, I'm going to tell this one anyway because I love it. So, Tanya, I've talked to Tanya a bit, and I will say I don't think she has white privilege, but I do think she believes that BLM is a new model from Audi.
Yeah.
Which this actually brings us up to my friend and yours, Mr. PJ Keene. PJ, I am actually going to go so far as to pull up this photo because it's something that I think no, my computer's not going to do it. Another thing.
Oh, it's not going to work.
Another thing for the fucking chat. I hate this place. PJ and I, we're both big metal fans, and I love the fact that PJ's a big fan of Metallica. His favorite song, "For Whom the Bell's Palsy Tolls."
Oh!
It tolls for thee, my friend. It tolls for thee. PJ's been talking a lot about how he likes his women and his coffee, and it's true. PJ likes his women the way I like my coffee. Fair trade from Southeast Asia.
Oh.
But PJ, we're both from Massachusetts. He is a fine example of a true masshole. He's got the diction of Tom Menino and the temperament of Mark Wahlberg. PJ is the worst thing to come out of Massachusetts since Ben Affleck's accent. That's not true. PJ is actually the worst thing to come out of Massachusetts since Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg has committed a hate crime. And when it comes to PJ's comedy, the only people that have bombed worse in Boston are the Tsarnaev brothers.
No, my God.
And I'm not proud of that one.
I liked it.
Just because I was having too much fun doing all that. Aaron, where am I on time?
You got about another 15 seconds.
Another 15 seconds. Go Sox. That's my time.
Oh, you son of a gun.
All right, let's give it up for Kevin Brady. And you know, he was a semi-pro musician for nearly a decade. He was in the tribute band for AC/DC. But he played triangle. That was all he was playing.
Yeah.
Yes, they were just known as the AC. Oh, no? Okay, fine.
More cowbell.
You know, PJ has Bell's palsy, but he got it on purpose. You guys know that, right? He got that right because no one took him seriously, and now they take him half seriously. Hey, what do you know? We're up to our next comic, and that's going to be the great, the funny woman who's in the sausage fest of this whole show. There's a lot of other women in the show, but she decided to stick around. Please welcome Tanya Cook, everybody.
Yes.
I'm not
Tanya's
roasting.
not.
You're
Tanya's
not roasting. Oh, no.
No.
But you have such good jokes, Tanya.
Oh, come on, Tanya. Oh, look at all that.
No.
Okay, so this is a sausage fest roasting a PJ. Oh, my gosh. Oh, so let's go to the next person on the list. Boy, you went through a lot of people, PJ. Just remember this. All right, next up the stage, guy who's flown in all the way from Canada. Please welcome Jason Dogleash, everybody. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Woo.
Thank you so much. I love that we've highlighted that PJ, even for a roast, had 4 women tell him that they were busy and doing other things at this time and still showed up. So now you can see PJ, they were obviously fucking lying because they're all here, but just did not want to have anything to do with this fucking roast.
Oh my God, that's so
So,
good.
yeah. Now, when you're wondering, does she actually have to have another shower? No, she doesn't. She just doesn't want to fucking talk to you. But let's tell some jokes about each other. Aaron, thank you so much for hosting this thing, and you know what, saving your wife and then coming back. Unfortunately, not in time to save this fucking train wreck, but you saved your wife, and that, you know what, you saved one thing today. That's all we can expect from you, right?
Thank you.
Aaron, you got an awesome vibe. I feel like you should be selling like vacuums and old time elixirs. I feel absolutely, and I'm glad that you took the hat off, because when you've got the hat off, you look like if my penis had a one-man show on Broadway. That's what I think you look like. If you're not familiar, Aaron does have a great show. It's TGIN. It's just in news. He's got a couple shows on YouTube, and they all get tons and sorry, not tons, tens of views. All of these shows get tens and tens of views. So if you want exposure, get on one of those shows. All 10 of those views, by the way, are Aaron re-editing the show. But we've got, who else do we have here? AJ didn't make it, but I'll just tell you something about AJ. AJ, I was chatting with him, and it was in conversation that I mentioned that I don't like toothy gummers, and the very next day he had that bike accident. So I'm pretty sure he's hitting on me. Beau isn't here, but I wanted to refer to Beau as the little Lebowski.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because he looks like the type of teacher that helps young girls find themselves. Ben left just before we started. He couldn't handle the heat. But I'm sure you're familiar. Ben has learned a lot from Jesus, the teachings of Jesus. As you can see, he put himself in a position where there's no way you're going to fucking hang that man from across.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And we'll move from Big Ben to an even bigger British cock, Chris Wright. Chris Wright is here. Poor Chris Wright. I think there's something with the language breakdown, and he assumes that write 10 means that you have to write 10 jokes every fucking day. And Chris, I'm here to tell you, it's just that you have 10 minutes to write one joke, bud. So you know what? Maybe you could do a good one. Just saying, like a different approach. Just something to consider. John, my boy John, we were on a show for the Blue Mic. He did great. John looks like Louis C.K. if he had to watch Louis C.K. jerk off.
Oh my god.
Just sad. Yeah, just watching, you know what I mean? Just like that look, but sad. You look like if Louis C.K. and Dom DeLuise had a child. John also has all of his clothes and body parts labeled just like his hat. That is the level of intelligence that we're working with. Matt didn't show up, but Matt, I feel, looks like every evil frat guy in all those college movies. And funny thing, Matt's from New Jersey. Interesting fact. Do you know what the difference is between guys from Jersey and trash?
What?
Trash gets picked up. Heyo.
No.
Yeah, Bobby and Tanya are here. They're not telling jokes, but we do have these.
am.
Oh, Bobby is telling jokes. Excellent. So we've got these
we roasting Bobby?
beautiful Southern belles in the call, and that is a delight. Though I did some research and talked to some people, and apparently based on the size and age of their cracks, we should be calling them the Liberty Bell, not Southern Bells.
Shoot.
Who have I not gotten to? Yoshee. Oh, sorry, Yoshee. I don't have a ton of jokes written for you, bud, because I honestly didn't think you were going to show up. I was like, if there's one person who honestly has a good career going and isn't going to make it, it's Yoshee. So I put you on the back burner. But I will mention that the reason that Joel started doing a show with Yoshee is actually Joel was contacted and they told him that he can't keep dabbing unless he gets at least one black friend. And that is why we have the Joelshee show, which is pretty good. And now I'll move on to the man of the hour there, PJ.
Oh my god.
PJ, my boy, I don't know how you did it, but you put together a roast that looks uglier than you do. Congratulations. Have you guys heard about the Boston Marathon bombing?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's every single one of PJ's sets. They are all fucking long and horrible and just make people cry. And at the end, he's as sweaty as if he's just run a marathon. So I appreciate PJ that you were able to put together a dais that looks like a hate crime. I'm just so happy to be a part of this moment in history. Now, PJ, I feel safe. I just want to make sure you are all aware. I'm safe. I'm north of the border, and the border is closed. So PJ isn't going to come and fucking live with me. The rest of you need to make sure you have good locks, okay? And a cell phone you can turn off. But I'll finish with this. PJ, I know a lot of people you know what, they give you a hard time and they say that you don't stick with things and you don't see things through. They're like, you know, the tattoo career, you gave it up. The marriage, you ran away with it. You couldn't even paralyze your entire face. But what I want to say, PJ, is that I'm here to support you. I know you stick things through because I've been listening to the same piece of shit 5-minute set since I met you, and you have committed to it, and I respect you for it. Thank you all so much. We'll give it back to Aaron. Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll give it Jason Dogleash, everybody. Off the
Oh, that was awesome.
It says
Awesome.
he's pansexual, so that means you're neutered. Is that what that means? I'm not
That's
quite
exactly
sure.
it. Yep.
Oh, good. So that's what makes sense about Dogleash.
Yep.
So,
Oh my God! Somebody let him off his dog leash.
Roll
That's
over.
great.
Good boy. Okay. All right. That's all I'm going to do with that one. Yeah, PJ has been known to do a few sets on this Just In News that tens of thousands of no people show up for. And I've actually had to tell him to do his 5-minute set twice because he was the headliner.
I did 5 minutes. I'm like, what's my time? Like, you're like, you got 5 minutes still. I was like, really? Word. Awesome.
He doesn't follow directions too well, guys. I'm sorry. He just this way up and he's down in the basement. I don't know.
Oh my
Well,
God.
That's probably the worst thing come out of Boston. But they, the South didn't want him. They rejected him. They said, no. They sent him back.
Go back up.
He's a reject. Rejected in the South. Everybody loves everybody in the South, PJ. You got rejected.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay. So we're going to go up to our next comic. This guy's a very funny man, except he can't find anything unless it has a big label on it. Please welcome to the stage, John Molehill, everybody.
Hey.
You guys like impressions? This is a hack comedian trying to do a roast. There's nothing any of you guys can say that can hurt me because my dad didn't love me.
Oh, yes.
You might be surprised to hear this is my first roast. Well, at least one that didn't involve binge eating. Bobby Sutton. Use Sutton in a sentence. I'm just Sutton around the house telling jokes. Sutton.
I'm stealing that.
You can have it. When I first agreed to do PJ's roast, I was like, I barely know any of these people. And then I was like, wait a minute, nobody knows any of us. PJ, the man of the hour. You beautiful mess of a human. You look like you're on day 3 of your 15th attempt at quitting heroin. You can do it, buddy. You look like you hang out at a skate park, but the skateboard rides you. You're less Tony Hawk and more Tony Hack. No one's ever heard of PJ because he's considered underground. Or at least I think that's a basement you're in. PJ, your mom is a stand-up comedian. It must be an honor to be one of her favorite jokes. PJ, the minute you enter the restroom, it was filled with laughter, just like every time you enter a room. The difference between PJ and pajamas is you can find people that'll sleep with pajamas.
Oh my God.
For those of you that are unaware, Ben Webb, PJ stands for premature joculation.
Oh my God.
Do you know what a hard throbbing cock and PJ have in common? They both only have one eye. Maybe PJ and the cock have two things in common because you wouldn't let either one of them give you a tattoo.
Oh my god!
PJ, you blame a tick for your failed tattoo career. What's next? Blaming flies for your jokes being shit? I watched one of PJ's comedy sets to write jokes for this roast and only came up with 3 funny jokes, which is still more than 2 jokes than I endured watching PJ's set.
No.
Ben Webb, you're a stand-up dude. Someday you might even be a good one.
No.
Not that I know what that is. Some people say it's not Christian to be funny. And if that's the case, Ben Webb, you're definitely doing the Lord's work. Tell me God doesn't have a sense of humor creating a beautiful human being like Ben. God doesn't make mistakes, but Ben, your parents did. And I don't care if you're here or not. If you're on my list, you're getting roasted.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Tanya Cook, what a wonderful person you are. Smart, beautiful. You're almost everything but a successful comic. Tanya, you have a degree in psychology. You should know better than to get into comedy. At least you'll have no shortage of clients in our field. Please fix me, Tanya. Please fix my brain. Aaron, the man himself. What do we got for you? The Bomber Man. You are by far one of my favorite hosts, at least out of the ones no one's heard of. It's a good thing you wear a bomber jacket because when you get on a mic, the whole room goes cold.
No.
At least you have cool puppets, though. They're not funny either, but they're cool. Beau Johnson, your name is Beau because you're a gift to comedy, wrapped in a shiny, hairy bow. Proving once again that it's better to give than receive. It's the kind of gift that you wish you had a gift receipt for, but you don't, so you just stuff it in the attic and hope you can forget about it. Because you'd know it'd be too horrible to re-gift it to anybody else. Beau Johnson sounds like the surprise I gave my wife on our wedding night. Jason. Sorry, just trying to make sure I'm talking to the right one.
No.
What's up with that background? Oh my God, it's nice that the mental ward lets you decorate.
Oh, yes.
But actually, it's the perfect kind of a background for a roast like this, right, PJ? Jason, my crazy Canadian friend, how does someone as crazy and screwed up as you have control over airplanes flying around in the sky? You can't even eat a grape right on a plane, but you're allowed to control where they fly? God help us all. Oh, that's right. You screwed that part up too. Kevin Brady, as you roasted me, you couldn't get your computer to show my drum set. Apparently, you're as good at IT as you are at comedy. Kevin Brady, if that's even your real name, seriously, what the hell is going on with your name? We may not get how to spell it. We may not get how to pronounce your name. We may not get your jokes. Well, you get the idea, Kevin. Yoshee, where's Yoshee? Is he here? There you are. Thanks so much for coming to America. Nigerians have been scamming Americans for years. And now that you're here, maybe you can get a taste of your own medicine for a change.
Oh,
Oh, and Yoshee is a Nintendo character. Do better research on your identity theft, you Nigerian scammer.
Oh my God.
At least you can't trick us into laughing. AJ's on the list. He's getting it. AJ Cappuccino, I think that's how you say the name. For the love of God, just tell us where you hid the bodies. You serial killer looking bastard. We're gonna call you the Cappuccino Killer. He runs his victims through coffee grinder and then brews their body. But that's not the worst of it. He tells his jokes the whole entire time. The horror. But in all serious, I love you guys. But I got to move on to Chris. Chris Wright definitely lives up to his name. He definitely writes. Chris writes mountains and mountains and mountains of jokes. But don't worry, there's very little chance of a laugh-a-lanche. At first, I thought I just didn't get British humor. But then I realized it's not Britain's fault Chris isn't funny. Not any more than it's Scotland's. Chris, I don't know how you do it. The amount of jokes you kick out every day is impressive, my friend. I mean, how do you write so many jokes every day and still not get a win? Lottery tickets have better odds. You're more likely to get struck by lightning than laughter during a Chris set. Congratulations, Chris Wright, on holding the Wright 10 Club world record for writing the most jokes that have never won. Looks like someone that could have appeared on 2 seasons of Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator. Lucky for Chris, they canceled it. PJ, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this roast. I love you. You're awesome. And I can't think of a better person that could have dumped their job of creating memes on me.
Oh my man. Yes.
So, I love all you guys. You're all funny, and thank you.
Yeah. And we're lucky he remembered to be here. We're lucky he remembered to
He
be
was
here.
here. He remembered to be here and he was here.
Well, he says he's a failed comic, and the only thing I can think of is he's doing his set in the bathroom. No one's ever heard him do comedy before except his shower head. And he's always getting all wet. He thought maybe the audience was just loving him to death, but obviously.
My man's got a green screen behind his toilet. I love it.
Yes. Well, no, you actually have to know that.
I bet it says green screen at the top. Like
Yeah, it does
says
say green
hat.
screen. Yes.
Like I bet it says GREEN. Yeah.
He's been married for almost 24 years, and his wife still
you
can't find him.
Sucker.
His wife still can't find him. I don't know, man. Yeah, he's hiding away, obviously. Oh, look, now he's somewhere else. I think he's in one of those murder rooms. I'm pretty sure about that.
Eat your heart out, PJ.
Yeah.
Let's go to our next comic. We've had to update the set list. We've done all kinds of things, but we actually have a woman doing a roast of PJ tonight. Let's welcome to the stage a Southern Belle, Bobby Sutton, everybody. Woo!
All right, good evening, guys and dolls. How we doing? All right, my set, I don't even know if it's 5 minutes, but I didn't know who I was. I've been having registration problems, couldn't get in. So I didn't know what I was in, what I wasn't. And so I wasn't getting a listen. I didn't know who all was going to be on the roast. So like, I just did these watching. So I don't know if I've got 5 minutes, but it's from the heart and none of it's mean. I'm really bad at roasting. I tend to say the wrong thing. Okay. So like, yeah, I usually get the no. So sorry if that happens. I meant no harm. So, okay.
Fine.
Let me see here. John making jokes at a Molehill. You look like you could not be more bored to be here tonight.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
You look like you'd rather be like prepping for a colonoscopy than going through this shit right now.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just saying, you look like you'd rather be actively experiencing food poisoning than be sitting where you're sitting right now. You are feeling regret that you were here when that friggin' Pornhub is just one goddamn swipe away. Bored to be here. So thank you for coming. We understand how much you're sacrificing for us. God bless it, angels on you, dear. Aaron, sweetheart, angel. I'm a woman, damn it. I'm a woman too. She's not the only girl here. Joe.
You're the only one roasting.
I see Joe Fuchsman here.
Yeah, you're the only one roasting.
Okay, look, man, I admit it. Okay, this is all Wonder Bra here, baby.
Oh my God.
Is it? Yeah, I have the body of a prepubescent 12-year-old boy. Yeah, see, you can't even push them together and make one good one. So there, I even roasted myself. There you go.
Can't be like a prepubescent, like 19-year-old.
Yeah, but Aaron, I'm gonna bust you, honey, because you need to be brought to Jesus. I know what you did with those puppets last summer.
Oh, me and him were like this.
Oh, you're gross, honey, and you know it. Shoving all them used gym socks up his butt like that. He did that, y'all. Just saying. A little boy shoved some used gym socks up his puppy. It's kind of a brilliant hiding place for mom, isn't it? Let's all give it up to Aaron. Teaching life lessons. Let's see here. Tanya, you look like you had the best divorce.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it is a beautiful looking divorce on you, girl. Matter of fact, hey, tiny wine toast to you. That divorce looks good on you, sweetheart. Just saying. Either that or she fared well as a widow, one way or another. She just has all that kind of look. I have been there and back, and I am winning, honey. That's just, so I know it's not, okay. You look amazing, you hoe. I mean, you got me so beautiful, skank. I don't know how to go at the sweet woman. It just, and y'all, I'm just gonna say it, Joan, honey. You need to learn how to shut the frack up. You just never stop. Just the I'm so sick of hearing you. I hear you in my sleep. I hear you when I'm on the toilet. I just shut the hell up, could you? You talk too much, honey. That's all I'm trying to say. You talk too much. So just, just a little bit. Sometimes it's about someone else, Joan. Just a little bit. Jeez. Jesus, I pray for Joan and her big fat mouth. May you rein it in. Kevin, honey, you look like a retired Al Borland. And clearly Tim Allen has souped up the blender in your kitchen because he's on fire. I don't know if you've seen his background. Scroll over to him if he's still on there. Look, see, retired Al Borland. He's still Tim Allen's best friend. And let him come over and soup up I guess it would be the Ninja now. Everybody's got one of them Ninja. I don't. I just got it's a small kitchen. It don't fit a Ninja. But I can't say much about her because I love her. Sandy, you little boy toy, staying all fit for your grandpa man so he don't trade you in on a younger model in his wheelchair years. You're looking good, honey. And you know more than the 20-year-old, and he knows it now, so you got nothing to worry about. Let's see here. Chris Wright. Let's see. You know, we accident like that. I didn't like let you bomb me sausage with me broom. You didn't wait it for me. He knows what I said. That's all I'm saying. It's between me, Jesus, and Chris. That's all I'm saying.
Did he?
Hey, Jesus saw it all. He knows. So why not just let everybody know he saw? He knows. He knows, but and only Chris and me and him knows though. That's a trinity. It's still legal in the South. There you go. Right. Oh, Chris Wright. Yeah, I love you, honey. Making us all feel so inferior with your goodwill hunting beautiful mind number of jokes. Way to go, comedian. Yeah. But I guess what I've heard tonight, you know, as one who we love to lift each other up and educate each other and pass each other along. And, you know, so I guess we all ask ourselves, what can we take away from this feed that will make us all a little more forward movement momentum tomorrow? And Chris, I don't know, maybe it's just me. And if I'm judging, Jesus, forgive me. Okay. But maybe what I'm hearing around this community is, you know, maybe quality over quantity. I don't know. Don't you don't even gotta listen to me, honey. I'm a stay-at-home trailer mom. Yeah. You know, that means my brain fell right out of my uterus the moment I gave birth. So you don't need to pay no attention to me. I'm fine. Yeah. Okay, so we come to the man of the hour, and that's PJ. PJ's kind of a vagabond these days. Yeah, got a little vag, which got him a little bonded, and then he just moved on down the road to vagabond. Rod Stewart wrote a song about him. It's pretty.
If only.
Someone said earlier math is not your strong point, but poor thing, I'm starting to feel like life is not your strong point.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's all put our hands together, put them against the screens. Let's join our hands. Let's join our hands. Lord, I don't see no hands joining. We're all on the grid. I know you're lying under the Lord. All right. We lift you up so you can walk on mountains. PJ, God bless you. We lift you up so you can write a joke. And no check to get back to your baby. Give them money even when you're broke, but make her prove you.
If I could smile right now, I'd totally be smiling. I'm trying. This is like me trying my hardest.
Well, there we go. Getting down to the heart of the matter, honey. You know, see, I was gonna roast you in sign language because this is on Zoom and I wanted to show off. But I thought
you son of a, you know sign language?
Yeah, but see, I didn't do it.
I know this one. That's poop.
Oh,
I know.
Well, don't we all? I mean, that don't even count.
I know. No. Thank you. Right? This is like
PJ,
fuck off.
PJ. You're
Doing my best.
beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true.
Oh,
There
you
you go.
sarcastic
See,
motherfucker.
and that's exactly why I didn't do sign language for him, because I didn't think he'd only be able to see half of it. So, I catch it first, paid it forward. Yeah. And I want to ask, are you an only child? Because I've never seen any human have such a meltdown on a national comedy festival held in the native lands of Las Vegas. Lay off the fire water, PJ.
Whoa.
Just don't say
I have
it. What are you comedian?
I have multiple systems. Look at you. All right, set a home.
And last one, PJ has Bell's palsy from a tick bite. That's what you get for letting a tick crawl up your drunk ass to ring your bell, PJ. Again, lay off the fire water. Y'all, my son went through the same exact thing. So I totally understand everything PJ's been through. He is a fucking warrior, y'all. And y'all need to give it up to him, because what he's doing takes a lot of strength and stamina. And I have a child who went through the exact same situation. It is a struggle. And those who are making it are warriors, and good on you. Thank y'all, Hot Breath, for letting me do this. And I hope this is what I was supposed to do.
Give it up for Bobby Sutton. Yeah, she's getting kicked out of her trailer tonight, folks. So this help her find a place to sleep tonight.
I'm in Massachusetts. I got you, kid.
Not one of them is taking her. 143 homeless shelters, and not one is going to take her. She can't even find a double wide. She can't even find a single wide.
Say I talk too much. I don't get it.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. A lot of things hit PJ just kind of when he's not looking. Oh wait, he can't see out of that side anyway. War's coming.
Yeah.
Couldn't see he was going to move back to Boston area. You just kind of got blindsided every time you just did something.
Oh, snap.
Hey, not bad for riffing, hey? Oh my gosh. You know what? I think we're going to go up to our next comic, and he has some specific things. I'm going to read all these here. This guy's successful. So why is he in comedy? I have no idea. He has a 401k. He drives a Tesla.
Does not.
Drives a Tesla. He lives in the suburbs. Come on, man. What kind of guy are you? Are you just doing this because you couldn't get to the golf course at all? What's going on? You're not part of the country club, are you? Yeah. Also, he doesn't like any N words, except he's a nice guy. Please, see everybody. See everybody.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bobby. That was great.
Thank
I
you.
love Bobby Sutton. Bobby's got A's, Tanya's got some C's, and Jason Dogleash takes the D wherever there's a hole.
Oh, God.
Bobby, I love Bobby. I love watching you, Bobby. Bobby does drink tiny wines during her set, and she sleeps with tiny wieners when she sleeps. She does use a Wonder Bra to hold up her tits and uses a Wonder Pen to try to write funny. So, John Molehill, thanks for coming, John. I appreciate that this is your first roast, because obviously you don't know how to stop going. Fucking Aaron gave you the light 4 fucking times, dude. That's called the light. The light. Respect the light. John Molehill does sound like every picture that I assume a pedophile looks like. If I heard your voice, I really hope you don't do ASMR, because I will kill myself. Fucking voice. No wonder you're a drummer. No one can hear you. Kevin Brady, your face looks like your beard gave up on you. That's what you look like. And his background looks exactly like what his sets do afterwards, which is pretty much just burn because them shits are terrible.
Oh,
Whoa.
Who else? Tanya, I appreciate you, Tanya, for coming. Tanya looks like she owns a tanning bed and a black guy, like not one that she purchased.
oh my God.
Just one that she convinced her uncle might have a bank account. I think she owns me, guys. I think she owns me. Tanya does live in Atlanta, which is the same place I live, which is weird because the only time I've ever seen her do jokes is at the Waffle House. They're smothered and covered in regret. Tanya won a cruise in a rapping contest, which is more wins than PJ's ever done in his own career rapping, because he's literally been a rapper. So I'm not saying Tanya's better, but Tanya does cook. You know, that's her name. She cooks. She cooks meth at the Waffle House, guys. That's thank you, Beau Johnson. I think Beau got in a fight with his wife, so he's like in and out. Because, you know, if you get a fight with a black woman, that shit does not end well. It's not end well. So I'm going to skip Beau for a little bit. Jason Dogleash. Jason is from Canada, which is why he's borderline not funny. Hold on. The same way Donald Trump doesn't see color, Jason doesn't see sexual orientation. I don't know if you guys have seen him or not, but when I looked at him, my sexual orientation was abstinence. I tried to find him on a dating app, and as soon as I saw his face, I just swiped it against a match and burnt the phone. I did check out Jason's profile. He's a Canadian 7, but a West Virginia 1700, which is exactly why his family moved to Canada. They looked at each other and was like, we should probably fuck. All right, let me make sure I got everybody. Right. I think that's everybody on the list. PJ, oh my God, I fucking love you, dude. You're one of my favorite people in this world, dude. PJ's been traveling for comedy in the last month. He slept on more floors than a crackhead. So technically he's like below a crackhead. Actually more like Tanya Cook and Bobby Sutton crackhead. PJ does have cerebral palsy, but not even like the good kind. His friends attempted to start a GoFundMe, but instead they started a GoFunny account. PJ started his career as a rapper, and then after years of like failed relationships, his ex-wives became directors and called the relationship a rap. Now they're a bunch of Beantown rappers. Yeah, no more action for PJ because that dude cannot rap anymore. That dude's just trying to figure out his life, and this isn't a joke anymore. This is just a TED Talk. So PJ All right, last one. After watching PJ's comedy for the last year, I thought for sure the cerebral palsy got worse. Yeah, his face doesn't have diet stroke, but his jokes pretty much have full-blown AIDS, guys. That's my time. I have been Yoshee. You guys have been awesome. I'm out.
Yoshee, you have been awesome. Yoshee, you have been awesome.
For Yoshee,
I love you, buddy.
black guy in PJ's life that wanted to show up for this. I don't know what happened to the rest of them. Women dropped out. Women completely dropped out. Tanya is hid behind a notebook. She helped set up.
But is Tanya coming?
Tanya's here. She's here.
She's just looking.
So, Tanya, what do you got?
Anything.
Yeah, no, you
has
got
anything
nothing.
on PJ.
None of us do. We're all basically improvising. So, Tanya, give us like 2 minutes.
Anyway,
No,
Aaron, what you saying? What were you saying, Aaron?
I was just saying, oh yeah, you was going to keep it on me, Tanya. You set
Yeah,
up all that Google Doc thing. I was for sure you had at least 10 minutes to roast on PJ. And then you go hide. You're hiding in your basement. You're in your basement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're in your basement of your house that you own by yourself.
Called it. Called it.
Tanya's just hiding from her Nigerian prince, guys.
That's exactly.
I don't know what's going on. She is hiding from somebody. Yes, she is hiding. Just like wait a minute, PJ. If you yell, can we hear you? Can we hear you in Tanya's house?
Ah!
I think I know where he's at. Pretty sure.
Yeah,
He
you're
went to the
good.
Underground Railroad, folks. He's still in the South. Be careful.
Still in the South. That's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my God. So we got one more.
Oh
and
yeah,
I have
we got two
so
more.
many
We got
things to say to
two more.
Yoshee, and I can't wait.
Oh my gosh! You know what? Yoshee did such a great job, and he skipped me. Thank goodness he didn't pick on
Thank God, because Yoshee
Oh,
hits.
thanks so much.
Yoshee,
I have a puppet
Yoshee
laying
knows the
here with some blocks on the
neurological
backside of it, trying to decide if I'm
passages
supposed to
here.
do it.
Yeah.
I did
PJ
skip
just
you,
talk
Aaron.
over me, guys.
Oh, sorry. I did skip you, Ron.
Oh, I know.
Hey, Ron. My bad.
It's okay. It's okay.
Ooh, I do have a. Can
Dude,
I say the joke?
Yoshee, everybody
joke?
dropped out of the roast.
Go
and
ahead.
Can I say
came
the
back,
Aaron
so
joke?
it's not his
Yeah,
fault.
go right ahead.
It's a simple joke. Aaron hosts a show called This Just In News, and he had PJ headline, so the show should just be called This Just Isn't Funny.
No, I don't think you needed it. I think
like
you got
it
me
because,
good.
you know, PJ scared me on the last time he did the show because he started doing an abortion joke.
Oh.
And I almost aborted the whole show right there.
And I'm about to throw that right in Yoshi's face.
I almost hit stop that night and went, oh my gosh, oh, I'll never let PJ back on.
That's not the first time that's happened to me on a show.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. I don't know why. I mean, because
well,
semi-closed. It's that, you know, because you still have the price tag on, and you just, I don't know. I shouldn't feel so sorry for you for some reason. But you know who?
Voice. Oh, Micah. Come on.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
what
who's
his
that?
wife said.
All right.
Micah.
You know what? Our next comic, he was in a fight with his wife. I'm hoping he can bring the funny right now. Please
You're
welcome
hoping?
to the stage. All right,
Micah.
everybody.
Oh, no, Beau
Our
Johnson,
next
everybody.
comic, he was in a fight with his wife. I'm hoping he can bring the funny right now. Please
You're
welcome
hoping?
to the stage. Oh, look, everybody. Oh no, Beau Johnson, everybody.
God, my comedy's going absolutely nowhere. I'm on the island of misfit dumbasses. Oh. I look out, I'm like, hey, Ron thinks night court's still on. He's stuck somewhere between the judge and bull, and he just doesn't know where. Glad to see Tanya here because every group needs a MILF. Yeah, I don't have no idea what Yoshee said the entire time because I'm just looking at Tanya going, hey. I'm actually glad to see Hot Breast Diversity Program is working very, very well. We let the fucking Canadians in.
No.
Oh,
you thought I was saying Yoshee, you racist bastards. God. Come on. Well, look. We all know what's going on here. Yoshee is teaching Joel how to be black, and Joel is teaching Yoshee how to be funny. Oh, I think, you know what? I'm thinking that the Canadians finally got tired of the Americans being called dumbasses and said, here, hold my beer. Let's get the crazy guy to be an air traffic controller. So look, all the planes. No, those are Canadian geese going to America. Glad to see we got Jabba the Hutt's stand in here. Hi, Molehill.
Oh,
even knew.
You know, like historically, people named had their last names after like their professions or what they did, not that damn thing that's sitting on top of their shoulders. Good to see the trailer tornado here. That's enough about Bobby.
How you doing, you little peach?
How you doing, huh? I got this note here. Wait, what's this note say? Bobby is the hottest damn woman I've ever seen. Chris, if you're gonna say something to Bobby, at least spell it right. Jesus Christ.
No.
Like as if the British have not hated Scotland enough, they sent Chris Wright.
Oh.
My ancestors have suffered way too much on this one. And then there's like the guy of the night. I didn't see, but I want to go back up. Oh, too late, Bobby. And we thought PJ was blind. Oh God. Speaking of PJ, PJ spent like almost a month on Micah's couch because apparently the Germans haven't suffered enough.
Great.
PJ's like, I have a great idea. Let's get a bunch of comedians to roast me because God hasn't done a good enough job. As you can see, I blurred out my background so PJ just has a normal night. PJ. What does PJ stand for? Pussy juice? Is that what ran down your mom's leg when you were born? And like, I'm gonna name him. Hey, look at that PJ. PJ, man, you're a good guy. I love having intelligent conversations with PJ. And when I say intelligent conversations, it just means I feel more intelligent after the conversation. PJ was once a tattoo artist, explains why he can't see no more. Someone got tired of getting misspelled words. A Boston education. Yeah. PJ, but all seriously, dude, you're a great dude. I love you. We annoy everybody together with stupid Big Lebowski memes.
Hell yes, we do.
I mean, granted, like that's as far as his education goes, but we annoy everybody, and we have a lot of fun. So, PJ, thanks for letting us do this. I think this was kind of my idea. Oh, look, Micah laughed at the punishing Germans joke because it's true. PJ, love you. Thanks.
Love you, buddy.
So he.
Oh.
How's that AV cart doing? Did you get a new one? That's
leave it to Bull to get the damn thing wrong.
Oh, come on. Poor Beau. He's always stuck with that name, and everybody's going, "You don't get down with this one."
I know that was a pretty great Beau set.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, y'all look. PJ looks like he's gonna knock Zoom over again.
Oh,
no, I'm right
actually,
here.
you know what? I found out. I did some research. What PJ means? It means pickled junk. That's what.
It's Patrick Jameson, you mother.
No,
trucker.
not according to
That
that.
did
Not
not-
according
that
to
did
the
not help.
Hall of Records. You pickled junk.
Has anybody made a wiki for me yet?
Yes.
It's
yes,
Patrick Jameson, you muddy pucker.
You guys, somebody made a Wikipedia for me?
I'm sure they have.
No,
Put it in
I'm
one
sure they
sentence
haven't.
long.
I check every day. Once
check
they make a
every day.
Wikipedia of you,
Then you're
in.
famous. Well,
You're famous.
Hey, PJ, hold your breath. Okay, so that's gonna happen real fast, isn't it, PJ? Oh, Bobby said she wanted to go back up because she didn't get to roast Beau.
No, I'm kidding. That's not fair. Keep moving. It's not fair.
Okay.
Not fair.
Up next, the guy who never sleeps.
I'm still holding my breath.
And he's always writing. He was on my show before I had a show. I tell that joke all the time because I think he just looks for a Zoom to jump on because he doesn't want to jump on his wife.
Well, that's everybody.
Well, that might be. Except for me. I like to jump on my wife. She doesn't like me jumping on her. So let's give it up for our guy who's up till whatever time of the night it is. Please welcome Chris Wright, everybody.
Yes.
Oh, Bobby, I just want to apologise. I didn't even know you were on this show, which is funny because that's what usually everyone says to you.
No.
And I enjoyed the tiny whine because it reminds me of your voice. But I'm going to start off tonight's show, tonight's roast with a lovable host, Aaron. Aaron's comedy is just like his teeth, an incomplete set. Aaron said in his bio that he's a sun worshipper, which is like the weirdest religion to have for a man as bald as he is. Aaron has been a massive fan of comic books for years, which is funny because my least favourite comic is Aaron.
Oh, snap.
Aaron actually has a great show called This Just In News that he does with puppets. But the only downside to that is that the last time I asked him for a helping hand, he glued googly eyes to my forehead and stuck his arm up my ass. And even though he's not here, I'm going to move on to Ben. It just goes to show that the only spirit PJ doesn't like is the Holy Spirit. Now, it would be cheap and easy, I think, to talk about Ben's weight. But what I will say is that he's a very, very big believer in God. I mean, he is literally a massive Christian.
No.
Plus, you can't spell deity without the word diet. I'm just saying.
Jiminy Christmas.
And for anyone that thinks that was below the belt, don't worry, Ben hasn't seen down there for years.
No.
Ben's comedy is actually just like magic, and by that I mean he looks as if Penn has hate fucked Taylor. Now, Ben said in his bio that the only woman to ever love him abandoned him 5 years ago to be with a lesbian lover. But don't worry, Ben, at least now you have two mums.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
I'm going to move on to Beau now. Beau has dropped out of culinary school, which explains why he's terrible at roasts.
Oh,
Beau's hairline is just like his degree, history.
Oh, you.
Every time I hear Beau tell jokes, I absolutely piss myself. Not with laughter, it's just because half his set is just watching him drink water.
Oh, God.
Beau's
I see
comedy,
Yoshee loving this.
Beau's comedy makes me love coffee as well, because that's what I need to stay awake during the sets.
Oh, come on.
I'll go on to Kevin next. I always thought Kevin was a really scary looking Irishman until I heard him speak. Now I think Kevin's idea of a nail bomb would involve a mani-pedi.
And you still tagged it. Love it.
Kevin has the facial hair of someone from Pirates of the Caribbean, but it has the face of someone who's been kidnapped by pirates from the Caribbean. And Kevin has a joke about 311, which if you add it up equals 5, and that's exactly what I rate his sets out of 10.
Oh my God.
Again, AJ isn't here, but he's going to get it anyway. AJ can be really self-conscious about his missing teeth, But honestly, dude, don't worry. That's actually the best part of your face.
No.
AJ posted recently, and tonight, in fact, that he couldn't work the Rampantly website, which is weird for a guy who looks like he could find incest porn in about 3 seconds flat.
No.
AJ is very creative with his jokes, and in my opinion, he's on the artistic spectrum.
Oh. Oh.
AJ really does have autism, which means that he can struggle to understand humour and sarcasm, which is exactly how everyone feels when they watch his jokes.
Oh. It's...
Again, I thought Tanya was in the roast tonight, so I'm just gonna do the jokes anyway. Tanya, I'm sorry.
Everybody's roasting Tanya. She's like, oh shit.
Now, Tanya works as a counsellor and she's a single mother, but her sister is a lawyer who's married to another lawyer, which means that Tanya is almost as much of a disappointment as her parents' divorce.
Oh my god.
That was so layered.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Like it was just like there was one upon another, upon another, upon another, upon a punch. That was great.
Tanya has listed her religion as spiritual, which is the weirdest way to tell someone you're an alcoholic.
Oh my god. I keep pointing at you.
Tanya has a major in journalism and a minor issue in keeping a man. Tanya is actually divorced, and after reading 25 paragraphs on her About Me section, I can understand why.
Oh. Oh, you. Oh, you. Oh, Chris.
I'm going to move on to Jason next.
Oh, shit.
Jason is from Canada, so basically he's a diet American.
Oh my god.
Which is weird because that's 2 words you never hear in the same sentence, diet and American. Ben will know what I'm talking about. Jason once spent time in a mental institution, but luckily he's divorced now.
Oh my goodness.
But Jason really did spend time in a mental institution, which is the only time in his life he's ever been committed to anything. Jason's second name sounds like Dogleash, which makes sense because his favourite type of caller is the ones that speak dirty down the phone. We're almost done now, folks. Next up is John Molehill. John is actually married, so don't worry, Ben, there is still time. If John's marriage is anything like his comedy, I'm sure his wife is very happy every time he leaves the house. John actually looks like he's anti-vaccine, which is the weirdest drag name I've ever heard. I haven't actually spoke to John very much at all, and when I checked his social media accounts, neither has anyone else. John's memory has always been bad, and that was before he ever touched Mary Jane, but luckily now she's his favourite cousin. Second to last now is Yoshee. Yoshee's name begins with the letter Y, which is kind of funny because every time I hear his jokes, I often think, why? Yoshee wrote on his bio that he's tall, dark, and handsome, and it's kind of evident that he missed out liar. Now, Yoshee is a very proud black Muslim man, so he literally puts the G in jihad.
Wow.
And now finally onto my good friend PJ. Now, PJ tells everyone that he's Irish, but that's only because he looks like he's lived through a potato famine.
You son of a gun.
PJ's eyesight is just like his marriage because only one of them work.
Oh!
Oh,
It's weird. It's weird that one of PJ's eyes still work because he still can't see his kids.
Oh! Oh!
Now, you might not know this.
You got me.
PJ used to be addicted to heroin for years before he eventually started becoming a tattoo artist. It turns out the guy just fucking loves needles. PJ is the only person that's ever looked better with a heroin addiction. But like I said, PJ spent years as a tattoo artist, which is weird because every time I hear his jokes, I never get the point.
Oh,
PJ has been moving up in the world recently. He's went from his mother's basement to his mother's attic.
you son of a gun.
PJ's entire body is literally covered in tattoos. Like, if you ever see his feet, it's like this little piggy went to market and this little piggy smoked meth. Now, every time PJ writes a good new joke that's funny, he feels like God, which is weird because God also gave away his first son. But my last joke for tonight, now that PJ has shaved his hair, he looks like he's had the Johnson & Johnson. And I don't mean the vaccine, I mean the cancer. But thanks for having me on. You don't have to put up with any more now. Thank you.
Hey, nice
I'm
job.
writing jokes, guys. You know what?
But thanks for having me on. You don't have to put up with any more now. Thank you.
Hey, nice
I'm
job.
writing jokes, guys. You know what? Out of all, he told the best jokes he wrote. That was 1,000 jokes he wrote. He just did the best. What, 50 now?
Dude, Chris just murdered, and I have to follow him somehow.
Yes. Well, you know what? At least Chris can do something.
Yeah, no kidding.
We've had such a great day, and I feel honored that PJ said he wanted me to host his roast. And then I went to the market. And I can't afford your pot roast, so fuck you. I'm not. I am. What? Look, PJ. If you try to find me, I am moving my house. I'm moving the whole house so you don't find
You're
me.
changing the cell number. I can't get to you. I get it.
Oh, but you know what? We are up to the guy, the man of the hour, or the hour and a half.
No,
Please
stop.
welcome somebody else other than PJ. Let's welcome PJ.
I heard somebody other than PJ.
Well, there could be a lot of other people besides PJ.
Wait, so is it me?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's you.
Oh, you good God.
That's what
We're
we're
over
saying
here,
right now.
PJ. We're
That's
over
what we're
here.
Right.
saying right now. Oh, good God. What are you going to do now?
It already sounds like
God,
one of
now
the
he's
sets.
stripping.
It's coming off. Where's my
Oh, please
microphone?
keep all your clothes on. Please keep all your clothes on.
I'm not.
Oh, PJ, over here. We're over here.
Yeah, what am I, Bert Kreischer? Hold on.
There.
All right. I'm gonna start this with I'm in a group chat with Micah Rem, who was in this roast,
Still here.
and Chris Wright, who still is in this roast. And I get a daily reminder from them that America speaks the worst English in the world. All right, Bobby, I didn't know you were coming. I think it's great that you came. The Tokyo Rose of the trailer park. If only you weren't married. You know what? I feel like I feel like we're gonna cut that thought off and keep going.
Bit high. Jesus loves you, PJ. Go on, honey. Go
A
on.
little bit.
A
Jesus
little bit.
forgives. Go on.
No,
go on.
dude, like off to the moon. All right. So
We know.
Bobby, I've heard the very graphic story of your last colonoscopy.
What?
So I feel like you've used that a couple times.
Hysterectomy?
Colonoscopy.
He's high.
It's okay.
I'm
'cause
trying
I
to
haven't
I'm
heard
trying
that
to read my
story yet.
notes,
I was
dude.
a
I was
little
like super high when I wrote them down. Bobby looked like you had Bobby, you look like you had a great divorce. These are my notes.
I said that first. Said it first. Who wore it better, guys? Who wore it better?
Bobby did.
Who wore
Bobby
it better?
did.
Who wore their divorce better? Me or
No,
Bobby?
who wore their joke better?
Yeah, who wore the joke better? Right.
Fucking Bobby. God damn it. Why do you guys get to like set the stage so high? All right. Bo. Dude, I can't even read what I wrote.
He's got a laugh break.
Bo gets more comments to join the podcast than basically anybody else. So Bo obviously has a hidden talent. Does anybody want to guess what that is?
What?
What?
There's no what. They were guesses. Like what? That's not answers. Like why does Bo get so many comics to fucking jump on the podcast, man?
That I can read my own handwriting.
Because he says, please.
I'll give it to you because none of us can.
What I thought it was gonna be.
I'm so glad
Good
Tanya's
light.
still
We're
here.
going.
There's like a huge, wicked, weird Me Too joke after that, and I'm totally gonna get rid of it because it's retarded. But Bo, you get mad comics for the Q&As. Good job.
What is happening?
Y'all laugh, but he does. Okay, it looks like I'm still at Bo.
I feel like I've been spiked.
Hey,
No, I'm not at Bo anymore.
he just taking longer than Jesus.
Slowly.
Benjamin, is Benjamin still here?
Are you still here?
Just trying to flip through and figure out who's chirping him. It was Bobby.
I don't see Benjamin.
He's not here. PJ, just ask for updates. Ben's not here.
Ben,
All right.
Ben hasn't been here.
Oh, fuck. All right. Chris?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Chris is here. Go ahead. Yep, Chris is here.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. I'm glad Chris is here. I'm glad Chris and Yoshee are here because you guys are like the only two like I had time to write for. Chris.
You actually wrote for this?
Chris is Scottish.
What gave that away?
Damn.
These are just facts.
Period.
Is that the joke?
All right. Yoshee.
I'm
No,
glad.
I'm kidding. I have more.
He's gonna say it. Yoshee's black.
No, okay. Chris is Scottish. When he does comedy, busting balls is called what? Taking the piss out of you. Now imagine my surprise when he told me he was gonna take the piss out of me, and I didn't know that was like a comedy thing. So Chris is like, yo, I'm about to take the piss out of you. And I'm like, dude, you're like super far. You're in like Scotland.
On the set.
Oh. Oh my God.
I literally wrote like right here, across the pond. How are you gonna take the piss out of me?
God, Molehill. Oh, that was savage.
Molehill, what you got?
I love you.
No. What do you got?
Eating disorder.
Yeah, so talk about it.
Well, I'm better at eating than telling jokes.
Good. Why?
Because I spend more time writing food recipes than jokes.
Why is it funny?
What the hell?
What is happening?
PJ, go back to the notebook.
Go back to your notes, PJ.
Dude, I'm trying to test him.
Well, you're testing all of us, bud.
I gotta
all right, dude.
I gotta say, my respect for
and
Micah
I
is
keep
just
listening.
increased by
All right,
1,000.
it's on you.
I'm pretty sure this is part of the set.
Who wants to start a GoFundMe for Micah now after all she went through?
Bobby, we need to do a better prayer.
Are we doing a GoFundMe or GoFunny?
Both, because
I've
Micah's
been going funny, and I think that's why it's not working.
He's literally off the screen now. Oh, there he's back.
Here you go, Bobby. Bobby, I don't care what the DNA results say. It's not my Bobby.
That sounds like Maury Povich.
Oh. Lord help us.
You are not the father.
You are not the father.
Bobby's had funnier tornadoes than this.
PJ, quit sucking on that thing. It's only going to get worse.
PJ,
No,
maybe
it's not, dude.
listen
It's
to OD
Pineapple
on that.
Express. It's all good.
Stop while you're behind. Just
Please, no.
It
And
makes
you were
sense in
saying-
Pineapple Express because this is a train wreck.
3
PJ,
people give me the blessing, and I'll hit it again.
If you hit
Say
your
not
joke like
one
you hit that vape pen, you'd be killing it.
Who else?
He is hitting his jokes like that vape pen. It sucks.
PJ, you've roasted yourself so well.
No, dude, that was a fuck show.
you
Are you done?
Only word you can hear.
Is that it? Is that it for you, PJ?
What?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Right now?
Performance art.
Because I'm pretty sure you don't know we're on a roast. I think this is what's the funniest part. Is
He
that
thinks
We're
he's watching
still
Sesame Street.
roasting?
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, PJ King, everybody. Oh, thank you
Are
for
we
being a
still
part of this
roasting?
train wreck. I give you back a flashback of this and say, this is what happened. You'll be about 3 days from now.
What?
Dude, I thought we left and went to a private room like in half an hour ago.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Awesome, dude. Sell it. Dude, sell it. Get on that. Sell it. Go find Zuckerman. Go find
this hot breath. This has been a fun time. of watching PJ fail at writing some jokes for all of us.
This has been an oddly funny production.
Thank you for watching Hot Breast Roast of PJ King. If you watched the entire roast and spotted the random word we put in there, you win a prize. What's the prize? Wow, really? Oh, okay. The prize is you get PJ King to stay with you for an entire week or until he earns enough money for a Greyhound bus ticket. Congrats! Do I go now?